loosened up. You gotta get loosened up. Okay. Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, alongside
Nick Klugowitz, 360 cut.
Is that Polish?
Klugowitz, yeah, Klugewicz is actually the real pronunciation.
I'm actually 100% Polish. That's why I'm so stupid. Anyway, so 360 cut available at TigerFitness.com. We took that Rage pre-workout. That was pretty sick.
Rage Nitro Drive, candy tarts flavor.
Candy tarts.
If I can't call it sweet tarts.
That was a stripper's name I dated back in college.
We dated the same stripper. This just got really awkward.
I don't know whose baby it is, but I'm gonna blame it on you. So anywho, man, we got questions y'all send in. I'm gonna do a new video soon on this because I'm down to like 20 questions. We've answered hundreds of questions, and this is a really special occasion when I get someone like Nick who has a background in not only nutrition and supplements, but also as a coach at Baylor, was it?
Strength conditioning, worked with their football team a little bit, yeah.
That's fucking badass. So we're gonna rock it out. This one comes from Amar. Fat loss. Hey Mark, I'm planning to start my fat loss journey.
I think fat loss is supposed to be 2 words.
It's conjugated. No, it isn't. Using the keto diet. Fuck, dude. Imagine life without carbs. That's like a life without vagina.
You know, I was thinking it, I didn't want to say it.
Except I think I'd rather go without vagina than carbs. Like if I had a choice between these and a vagina, I'd have to think long and hard about that.
It depends on the flavor. I actually have red velvet in my gym bag.
That would be red velvet or vagina?
Red velvet vagina?
No, or vagina. Which would you choose?
Red velvet. Are you kidding me? Red velvet anything.
Yeah.
Cake? I'd go for some red velvet cake.
Oh, God. Red velvet vagina.
That's what I call my cake.
It's the next MTS Whey flavor right there, guys. I think your protein is going to have that. Anyway, should I start with high carbs and decrease the carb intake every week until I get to 0 to 20 grams of carbs and start the keto diet? Or should I just start with keto and drop all my carbs in one day? I know the answer to this, but are you a keto guy before?
I'm not. Either way, it's going to suck. But as far as I know with keto, you just cut out carbs and go, don't you?
Keto, there's no starting with the pinky.
Yeah, I mean,
keto is essentially the hardest part is the beginning. So you go from, because it takes like, I think it's 4 days to get to ketosis.
It's 4 to 5
and
days,
here's the reason I don't like keto is because true keto is 80% fat, 20% protein. And bodybuilding, as the ISSN recommends, you need about, at least in my opinion, a gram per pound of body weight of protein per day. Unless your calories are exorbitantly high, your fat needs to be literally 80% of your intake.
Yeah.
That's why people eat pork rinds and oils and stuff like that. Even peanut butter has too much protein to add into a true ketogenic diet. So what I recommend if you're interested in building muscle or maintaining muscle, I don't like the ketogenic diet. In fact, I've gone on record of saying this, and I've actually been attacked for saying that people like Dave Palumbo, his keto diet is not a keto diet. It's a high protein controlled carbohydrate diet, but the fact that his meals include so much protein, 8 ounces of lean meat per meal, that protein, when your body's in need, see, ketosis, you literally need to have fat as your source. So your body has some preferred fuel choices. Obviously, the easiest thing is carbohydrate, glucose being number 1, any other type of carbohydrate number 2 because it's converted to glucose, because that's your body's preferred source. Now, protein can be converted to glucose via gluconeogenesis. So if you eat enough protein over your fat, your body's going to preferentially break down the protein to glucose via it's an inefficient process. But your body will get that glucose via gluconeogenesis from the protein. Now, if there's neither carb nor protein, but there's ample fat, your body's going to get something called ketones from the fat. Now, people say this is muscle sparing, people say this, but the studies have not been on people, young males, trying to make gains. My opinion is set protein to a gram per pound of body weight to 1.5 grams, set fat to about 20% of your total caloric intake, and fill in the rest with carbohydrate. And as stick points are hit, remove carbohydrate because carbohydrate are the variable that they're not essential. There's essential amino acids, essential fatty acids, yet there's no essential carbohydrates. However, I will argue that fiber is essential because we need to poop. But
Which
that's
we
as
do
simple
well.
as it is. But that's just basically expanding on your question. But going back to your question, if you are choosing, but despite what we've said, which I think we've said in a very educational and mild-mannered way, for us this is ridiculously
We must be
mild-mannered.
tired
You must be tired, and
after that shower
yeah,
and
together.
bath.
Yeah, it's been a lot of cleanliness going on today.
Yeah.
The hygiene is off the chain. So I would recommend, if you're gonna do keto, no pinky, balls deep.
I would agree. Or carb cycle and be smart. Whatever.
I mean, if carb cycling is your thing, I'm a linear guy, you know, but if you're really lean, if you're getting ready for a show, that's when you throw in refeeds, you get a little strategic with it. But if you're trying to get down to like 7-8%, I'm a linear diet guy. You know, I'm one of those like, you know,
Yeah.
It's too confusing for me. Again, we're Polish.
That's true. If you're willing to give up Pop-Tarts, just give up on life, basically. It's my theory.
There you go, guys. Hope that helped you, brother. And of course, 360 is linked right down below. Click on it, buy some stuff, because hey, doing these videos costs money. So fund us, and that's not a game.